Hey, it's the abstractionist. Hopefully this lens is clean enough. I don't know. I feel like it's not as clean as it normally is. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's that time again. It's midnight basically. And it's time for September wrap up. I really kind of am feeling these. So I did one for August. I'm going to do one for September. And hopefully we'll continue it throughout the rest of the year, right? After this, it'll be like, what, 3 more. So, wrapping up September. It went by so fast. Like, I don't know, like we were still in summer, we were still feeling the sun and the warmth. And then it just felt like it became fall really fast, and it was like cold kind of fast, and now it's like October, where it's really like you're really gonna have to wear like a fucking coat, because towards the end it's November. November's coming, and then December, and then it'll be 2023, and you're like, wait, what happened? What happened? What happened? And so, like, basically, yeah, it came by really quick. It came through really quick. I felt like like, what the fuck is going on here? And so, yeah, I did appreciate the transition. I do notice that like my mood is shifted a little bit. Not that I don't want to like be inside, because like I really don't want to be out there at like midnight, right? Like I barely want to be out there past like 10. Like I try to get home before 10, because, and really that's heading towards the weekend, because I work Monday through Friday, so I don't want to really like be out there on a work day past really like 8, maybe 9, pushing it. But yeah, like the transition, just watching everything get like darker earlier, and the cold, and then feeling like this hurricane energy, because it's like it's cold here and now because it's transition seasons, but like also the gloominess of having this hurricane kind of like riding through. It's not where I am just yet. As of right now, it's gone down a notch, or no, I think it's bumped up a little bit. It went to a cyclone. Is that worse or like better than like what it was before? But like that is causing like a bit of a cold like front, I feel like. And so I'm kind of like, oh god. It's like cold. Hold on. I have pepperoni. I have pepperoni that I'm heating up. And so, yeah, these transitions or whatever, like, make me think a lot more about what I want to do. I basically decided to go for all of my creative goals. I won't really say them. Yeah. It's like I don't mind them being out there, but like I just kind of want to like talk about it, I guess, when October wraps up. but, it, but I will tell you what I'm doing for October. But not like major like I'm not gonna like check in with you like throughout the month about it. I'll just probably just show you overall like the ending results. But yeah, so really the experience was just transitioning, watching the transition, watching everything change. The funny thing is that the leaves haven't really changed yet. Like they're like kind of brown yellow, kind of autumnal, but like for the most part they're still pretty green, like where I am. And I'm just like, what is this shit? Because like it's October, and like I don't know. I mean, technically, we just entered into fall. Like literally like what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? Really like a week ago. So I mean, I guess, but you know. As far as other things, I'm still continuing the course with my the womb course. Still continuing that. I did a few things with like herbalism, so I finally posted those videos. If you want to see them, I guess I'll link them below or up there somewhere, wherever I decide to, like the thumbnails. And I'm getting deeper into that. I definitely need to like buy and make this like herbal medicine cabinet, so I'll probably do that next. And the following weeks, just kind of little bits and bobs to build that up, focusing more on respiratory immunity because everybody, you know, can benefit. Outside of that, I am going to start studying. That's the stove. I am going to start studying herbalism a bit more. I'm eyeing a course, and I think if I look at my finances and feel like I want to pay for it, then I'll go ahead. I probably will. I said I was going to buy like decks, and I like didn't, and I was like, oh, I should have just bought them. But yeah, I'm going to buy some decks. I'm going to round that up, and I'm making plans about next year, being a reader, what I want to do, stuff like that. As far as the herbalism, I'm going to do another, like a wrap-up video to the series that I did. It's going to be Materia Medica, and kind of like, well, the beginning of stages. It's going to be like watching those videos with herbs, plants, spices, whatever I want to work with going forward outside of the class that I'm considering. And then we'll go forward with that, and then I'll start going through kind of like the herbal medicine cabinet, making that content, whatever. I'm really surprised. Thank you guys, whoever like watched these videos. Like, I know that it was like 1 or 2 views, and I was like, oh man, like I kind of really wanted to like, you know, like get more views on that, because I'm kind of am shifting this channel. And then like I looked and it was like 20-something views, and I was like, oh my goodness, like people actually are really like interested. So thank you if you like are watching or you've watched multiple times. If you want to like the video, please do, it helps. So yeah, there's that for the herbalism. Another thing I noticed was that I started doing my moon kind of my moon like diaries kind of videos on here. So like I've done, I think, like a Leo moon, Pisces moon a lot. I just a little bit like Sagittarius and Scorpio. I think these names are crispy now. Sorry, my pepperoni was like semi on its way to burning. Figure that out. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so that's something that I'm probably going to keep up as a way to kind of like compensate for not really doing the quarterlies anymore on here. I think I'm just going to move that content to Instagram. I might just do one large collective thing. Another thing that I considered this month was doing some more energy work. And I'd also considered making this channel like various things, but just have strict posting days, and then I kind of like gave up with that. So I don't know. That's been the experience. Me cycling through like a lot of ideas about the channel and where I want to go with it. I didn't read any books. I didn't do too much as far as like that. I consumed a lot of material, but like I don't really read a lot. Sorry. So I can't really give any books. Product wise, I did pick up a new mist. So I got this one. You guys already seen this in my spiritual haul. Kate's Magic Aura Mist, Purification and Protection. The two main ingredients that they're highlighting is sandalwood and lavender. So I've been spraying this in the morning. I have a ritual of lighting my candles, incense, lighting Palo Santo, kind of going over and doing that because I had a few instances of like really just negative ass energy. It was like, yeah, like it was pretty bad. Like it was some negative ass energy gutting for me. And I was just like, wow. I was telling somebody else, like, I was shaken. And so, like, learning to beef that up really has become important because, I mean, like, I don't know, that was just not a pleasant experience. And it basically was this month, end of August, that this has happened. And the most recent event, I don't want to talk about, but, like, it just really made me, like, what is going on? So I also work in a place where like you're interacting with a lot of people who probably have entity attachments, to them, and you don't want to take that on, and it can be easily transferable to you depending on how hectic and chaotic it is. I don't like hectic and chaotic environments. I feel like it's a prime place for like entity attachments and just like draining and zapping and moving forward and stuff like that. And unless you have really good energy and can maintain like really good positive energy, you're bound to get like tired, you're bound to get run down, and you're susceptible to all of those things. So I don't want to be susceptible to all those things because I have dreams and goals and ambitions, and I don't have time to be stopped. So I would prefer it's like to not be fucked with. So anyway, I got this one like last month, and I decided to try this one, which is like more the same amount of money, but like I was just like, really, like you're gonna do me like this? Same amount of money. This one is Kate's Magic Banditos Protective Mist, essential oil based natural defense. And so I'm just gonna read it. Banditos features therapeutic grade essential oils to help guard and protect while supporting healthy immune, respiratory, and circulatory systems. Of course, like these things have not been evaluated by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And it says, our formula was inspired by four thieves vinegar used by bandits in the 15th century when robbing the sick during plague outbreaks. For a southwestern twist, we further enhanced the blend with the protective and cleansing qualities of white sage. So this is basically it. I haven't used it yet, but I probably will use it in the next few weeks because there's been some shifts at my job that definitely is going to put me in line and closer proximity to these energies. And I have no desire to be sucked into that world. So that's kind of the major thing. And I do think as we get to like the end of the year, like my new year, my technical new year, spiritual energetic new year, for me, for me, starts in Sagittarius season. My North Node is in Sagittarius, so it's kind of appropriate that my new year would kind of start around then. And I always feel the need to purge, and I always feel the need, like this discontent, and the need to shake it up, and the need to move during this season. And it always ends up happening that something happens that I end up having to move. I'm holding on a little bit. I feel like the ancestors are kind of like, can you hold out until the end of the year? Can you hold out until spring? Can you hold on to whatever? To push the timeline. And so I'm just like, okay, we'll try. But yeah, I kind of just start my new year like in Sagittarius season, and I get all of these messages, 2020, whatever messages, whatever year is upcoming, I get the messages, and I feel like I want to start doing readings for family, and friends, really, because my family is not really into this. My friends are a lot more forgiving. They're just like, yeah, like, we'll go with it, and I'm just like, you see this? You see this? Kind of me, like, forcing my friends. But yeah, I am more inclined to like go over what I want to do energetically. After my birthday, I start feeling the energy shift. So yeah, I have a very short window, I feel like, of getting back everything that I have put out, and then the rest of the year, which is basically after my birthday, which is literally the halfway point of the year, it's getting back all of that energy and having to deal with it and having to kind of then store it and build it up for the next cycle. And I have a lot of cycles that I go through in the latter half of the year. So, yeah. So for me, I am going to start doing a lot more ritual, a lot more protection, a lot more stuff, because I also feel like as it gets colder, we do more like ancestral work and stuff like that, particularly here, Northern Hemisphere, where it gets cold and it gets dark earlier. I just feel like this year there's just like a lot more souls passing through, and I want my house to be a place where they be passing through. I'm gonna be real, I just don't. And so cleansing energetically and making sure that energetically this place is like not full of just shit while rolling through, because that's not, that's not, who wants that? Who wants to wake up and be like, why do I feel like somebody's great grandmother is like trying to talk to me or something? I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, basically I'll be using these. I have been considering crystals a little bit more, but I just think I will probably get 1 or 2 crystals that really resonate as far as like their properties and what I need them to do, and then we'll go from there. But that's it. That's the wrap up for September. I enjoyed this month. It went by really fast, but I enjoyed this month. I think I never posted this video, but I think I started Pilates. I went to a free Pilates class in September. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. So I think that'll also be something that I'm interested in, getting body and stuff like that, because Pluto is going into Aquarius. I did a little bit of reading about medical astrology, and I know that Pluto is considered kind of like a dangerous sign when it comes to that. The book that I was reading was kind of describing it more like annihilation and very destructive properties, and because Leo rules like the heart and the spine and stuff like that, having that opposing my moon sign especially means that I'm gonna have to take particular care with that. So there it is. So that's everything. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I know this isn't like a very exciting video as far as like, what did she try new? What did she do new? But it's kind of just where I'm at. So that's the wrap up for September. And it's October based on that, based on this clock over here. So peace.